The sun sets over Seoul, casting a warm orange glow on the city. Inside a cozy family-owned restaurant called Heavenly Spoon, Ha-eun chops vegetables furiously under flickering kitchen lights. The place, once bustling with customers, now feels hollow, with only a few loyal patrons dining under faded wall menus and wooden signs that read "Taste of Home." Her younger brother, Min-jun, bursts into the kitchen holding a stack of overdue bills. "Yoni, we're in trouble. If we don't pay by the end of the month, they'll take the restaurant." Ha-eun wipes her hands on her apron, her face determined. This restaurant was Appa's dream. "I won't let anyone take it from us. I'll find a way, Min-jun. Just trust me." In a stark contrast, Ji-hoon lounges in his sleek penthouse, the city lights twinkling through floor-to-ceiling windows. The interior is all black and white modernity, reflecting his polished, high-maintenance lifestyle. Ji-hoon's grandmother, Chairman Kim, sits across from him, dressed in a hanbok of regal purple. Her stern expression matches the steel in her voice. "Ji-hoon, enough playing around. You will marry Soo-ah, or I'll cut you off. You're the future of our company, not some spoiled playboy." Ji-hoon smirks, swirling his wine. "Halmini, Soo-ah and I have nothing in common. She only wants my money." Chairman Kim narrows her eyes. "Then find someone else. A woman who can tame you. You have 1 month." Later that evening, Ha-eun is delivering a catering order to a lavish rooftop event. Fairy lights dangle over the tables, and elegant guests sip champagne. Ha-eun carefully carries a large pot of jjigae, spicy stew, her eyes darting nervously. "Excuse me." "Coming through," she calls, trying to maneuver through the crowd. But Ji-hoon, distracted by his phone, backs into her path. Crash! The pot tilts, sending steaming soup all over his expensive suit. Gasps fill the air as Ji-hoon jumps up, his face a mix of shock and outrage. "You've got to be kidding me!" Ji-hoon exclaims, dabbing at his shirt. Ha-eun bows frantically. "I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. You ruined a suit worth more than your entire life savings." Ji-hoon snaps, glaring at her. Ha-eun's temper flares. "Maybe if you weren't so glued to your phone, this wouldn't have happened. And who wears white to a jjigae party anyway?" The crowd chuckles and Ji-hoon, humiliated, storms off. Later that night, Ji-hoon paces in his luxury car, still fuming. But his mind turns to his grandmother's ultimatum. Suddenly, he remembers Ha-eun's fiery retort and gets an idea. The next morning, Ji-hoon shows up at Heavenly Spoon, his polished shoes clicking against the cracked floor tiles. Ha-eun looks up from her prep station, her eyes narrowing. "What are you doing here?" she demands, holding a knife like she's ready to use it. Ji-hoon raises his hands defensively. "Relax, I'm not here for revenge. I need a favor." "A favor?" Ha-eun scoffs. "After you yelled at me in front of everyone." Ji-hoon smirks. "I'll pay you. Enough to save this place." Ha-eun pauses, her hands tightening around the knife. "What kind of favor?" "Pretend to be my fiancée," Ji-hoon says, as if it's the most natural thing in the world. "For 3 months. That's all." Ha-eun bursts into laughter. "You've lost your mind." Ji-hoon leans closer, his voice lowering. "You need money. I need freedom from Soo-ah. It's a win-win. You act like you're in love with me, and I'll save your precious restaurant." Ha-eun glares at him, her mind racing. She knows it's ridiculous, but the thought of losing her father's legacy stings more than her pride. Finally, she sighs.
"Fine.
"But if you make me regret this, I'll drown you in jjigae." Ji-hoon grins.
Deal."
Under a soft, romantic glow of paper lanterns, Ha-eun and Ji-hoon shake hands, sealing their bizarre partnership. The golden light catches on their contrasting expressions, Ji-hoon's smug confidence and Ha-eun's reluctant determination. As they begin to discuss their fake relationship rules, Ha-eun mutters, "This is the worst decision I've ever made." Ji-hoon chuckles, his eyes twinkling mischievously. "Oh, it's going to get much worse. For you, at least." Unbeknownst to them, across the street, Soo-ah watches from her car, her lips curling into a sinister smile.